Hey team, I hope you're all well. Gary here from Gary Rankin Coaching, and today we're going to be picking up right where we left off last time, continuing our 5-part series on top tips to help you to achieve your goals. Today we'll be going through tips 6 to 10, so please make sure you've got your pad and pen at the ready, and let's get straight into it. Up first we have tip number 6, which is to let go of expectations. When we have expectations, it means that we have this idea in our mind of not just how we want things to go, but how we think things must go, how we expect them to go. We say to ourselves, things must go this way in order for them to be good enough. Things must go this way in order for them to be right. Things must go this way in order for me to be happy, successful, fulfilled, whatever it is. And when we hold expectations, it can make us more rigid because we're attached to this idea that things must go this exact way. And of course, in life, the first casualty of war is always the battle plan. And so what that means is life happens, circumstances change, because the only constant in life is change. And so things don't always go the way that we plan them to or that we expect them to. And if we have an expectation that something must go this way, that's what can lead to disappointment, because sometimes the result that we get can differ from the result that we plan to get. And that doesn't necessarily mean that the result that we get, if it differs, isn't good enough or isn't successful. It can still be hugely successful, still be hugely rewarding, but we stop ourselves from enjoying that. We don't allow ourselves to appreciate the results that we get if they're different from what we expected. And so when we learn to let go of expectations, that allows us to be more flexible, to adapt and adjust to changing conditions, to, if we get a different result, still appreciate it, learn from it and improve upon it. And so what I would like to offer you is, instead of holding expectations of exactly how you want your goals and action plans to go, instead create the plan, create the strategy, create the tactics, and then let go of your expectation of exactly how it must go, and instead set intentions. Because an expectation is saying things must end up this way or things must go this way. An intention is saying I intend things to go this way. And the powerful thing about an intention is it brings ourselves into it, where we say, I intend to be the best I can be this week. I intend to show up and do my 5 workouts. And we make it about ourselves. So instead of saying, I must do all 5 workouts this week, which is just us saying, if I don't do all 5 workouts, then it's not good enough, or I won't be happy with it. But instead, if we say, I intend to do my best this week and show up and do all 5 workouts, we're setting an intention for how it is we intend to be, for who it is we intend to be, and that is what's going to help take us to success. Tip number 7 is to learn to embrace setbacks and failure. Because in life, we're going to experience challenges, we're going to experience roadblocks, we're going to experience challenges, and we're going to experience failure. But if we view all of these things as bad things, as negative things, as things that we don't want to experience, then A, if they come up, we're going to feel bad about it. It might knock us for 6. We might feel a bit sorry for ourselves, get disheartened, want to give up. Or if we think that failure, challenges, setbacks are bad things, it may stop us from taking any action at all in the first place because we're afraid that we're going to fail. And so, when we learn to embrace setbacks and failures, to welcome them with open arms, it completely alleviates our fear of them, which means we can courageously, confidently and bravely take consistent, massive action towards our goals without any fear of the consequences, because we know that we're either going to succeed, and if we don't succeed, we can choose to learn lessons from our setbacks and failure, lessons that are going to help us to succeed the next time. And so, to help us to learn to embrace setbacks and failure, it really is as simple as choosing to learn from our setbacks and failures by asking ourselves, what can I learn from this experience? How can I apply this lesson to help me to improve and get the results that I want going forward? and where and when am I going to apply it. This way, we're taking something that we previously thought was negative and we're pulling positive things from it that are going to help us to succeed. Because success isn't linear. Success goes because we go from failure to failure to failure to failure until we eventually succeed. So tip number 7, learn to embrace setbacks and failure. Tip number 8 is to track your progress. Because there's an old saying, what gets measured gets improved. And not only that, when we track our progress, it allows us to see, to feel that we are making progress. And with any goal, with any aspiration, it is about progress, not perfection. And so when we feel we're making progress, it gives us extra confidence, it gives us extra self-esteem, it gives us extra motivation, inspiration, and most importantly, momentum. And so by tracking our progress, we can allow ourselves to see the progress that we're making, to feel that we're making progress, to get all these benefits to ourselves and to our mindsets, and to build that momentum that's going to allow us to keep moving forwards. Not only that, by tracking our progress, we can then also continue to learn from the actions and things we're taking and use that to help us to improve. So tip number 8, track your progress, because when you track your progress, you can celebrate the milestones, the wins, and the things that you do well along the way, which is all just going to continue to build all those positive states, emotions, energy, and momentum. Tip number 9, closely related to track your progress, is to reflect, evaluate, and work smarter. In the pursuit of our goals, it's important that we take massive action towards our goals, because massive action moves us forward. When we take action, we get feedback on what our actions were. Not only that, we put this energy out into the universe to let the universe, God, whoever it is you believe in, know, hey, I'm damn serious about achieving this, and that energy then comes back to us in some way, shape, or form. But what's just as important as taking massive action is that every now and then we hit the pause button. We reflect upon our actions, we evaluate them and ask, how effective are my actions in getting me the results that I want? Are they moving me closer or are they not? And if they are moving me closer, then how effectively are they moving me closer? What could I tweak or change that's going to allow me to move forward even more effectively and allow us to work smarter? Because when we first start something, there's going to be a learning curve, and we might put in a lot of effort for maybe not much progress, or maybe we put in a lot of effort and make lots of progress. And so what we want to do is refine our actions, our tactics, our strategy, so that we can get even more of the positive results for even less of the effort. And that's what it means by working smarter, seeing if we can achieve 80% of the results for only 20% of the effort. Therefore, we're putting in less time, we're putting in less energy, but we're still getting the same amount of results, if not even better. And so tip number 9 is to remember to take a pause, reflect, evaluate how effective your actions and strategies are, and then continue to work smarter. Okay, last but by no means least for today, tip number 10 is to keep going and always do your best. No matter what happens, if you have a goal, if you have an aspiration, if you have a desire that you really want for yourself, keep going until you get there. Every single day, do something towards it. Even if it's a day off, just have a positive thought about it, a quick visualization about it. Keep going no matter what, because when we keep going, it keeps that momentum going. The consistency is powerful. It pays compound interest in our momentum, in our motivation, in our inspiration, and in that feeling of making progress. So no matter what happens, no matter who says what, no matter how many times you fail, no matter what challenges or setbacks come up in the way, just keep going, because that consistency will take you to success. And when I say always do your best, I mean always do your very best. And in saying that, please remember that our best is subjective. It can change from day to day. And what I mean by that is, let's say on Monday morning, I wake up after a great night's sleep. My body battery is at 100 out of 100. So I can go and smash it. I can take massive action. I can do this thing. I can do that thing. I can do all the things. And then Monday night, I go to bed and I get a crap night's sleep. My daughter's up a few times during the night. I wake up in the morning, I'm tired, I'm drowsy. I smashed a huge leg workout the day before. So when I wake up on Tuesday, my body battery's only at 70 out of 100. And so for me to expect myself to do the same level of work I did the day before is unrealistic. It's an unfair expectation, which we already have learned about, no expectations. And it's potentially going to set us up to get disheartened, potentially set us up to fail. Because on Tuesday, the best we can give isn't 100 out of 100. The best we can give is 70 out of 100 because that's all our body battery has. And so, always do your best, and remember, your best may fluctuate from day to day depending on energy levels, situations, circumstances, all that kind of stuff. And so just do the best with what you have, where you are, right here and now. That way, we build the confidence and self-esteem of knowing, yes, I always give it my best shot. I always show up for myself. I always play full out. And that increase in confidence, self-esteem, energy, it's all things that are going to help us to continue to grow, improve, and get the results that we want. And so, that is our top 5 tips for today. Number 6, let go of expectations. Number 7, learn to embrace setbacks and failure. Number 8, track your progress. Number 9, reflect, evaluate, and work smarter. And number 10, keep going and always do your best. And so, if you have any questions from anything we've discussed today, please feel free to ask your coach to reach out to me for you, or you can reach out to me personally on Instagram at GaryRankin_. Until next time, take care, take massive action, and I'll catch you real soon. Peace.